Hi again. My name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller, and I'm just going to keep making these haul videos because I have so much stuff to share with you guys, and I want to show it on video, even though a lot of these, like we pick a lot of this up at estate sales. I may have footage for it, but the thing with footage from yard sales and estate sales and stuff, I don't get the opportunity to go do any, I wouldn't say in-depth, but I like sharing what it is, the manufacturer, whatever information I know about it. And I think these videos, work better for this as far as teaching you guys what I'm looking for when I pick up stuff.
That's a whole lot of words to say talk too much and bore people.
I do not. I do not. He's just rotten, y'all. He's rotten. All right, let's just start in. I think I picked a lot of this up at an estate sale. I've had an IKEA bag full of stuff. I think he charged me $75, but it was full of littles. So I think a lot of these might be from that. But look, definitely keep your eyes out for all things Chuck E. Cheese and especially Showbiz Pizza. I tend to do really well. I think I just recently sold a hat. You probably haven't even seen it in a video yet, but Robert picked up a hat at a yard sale that was Chuck E. Cheese, and it sold the same day I listed it. So it'll be in an upcoming video. But here is Chucky with that little happy birthday. I think you could probably fit a gift card down in there. The tag is all faded up. I'm hoping like $15, $20 for it.
We went sourcing today.
We did.
I just have to talk about this one. We went sourcing. We found nothing except I picked up a camera in a bag that Rebel said, those aren't worth anything.
Well, what he said it's a Polaroid camera. And I'm like, they don't sell like they used to. And then I started looking at it, and it's a Polaroid SX70, and it's one of these little, almost looks like a huge cigarette case, almost. And there's comps for 150, 130 to 150.
We had to YouTube how to open the darn thing up.
Yeah, we couldn't figure it out. It's not like normal, and you kind of sort of have to be rough with it to get it open. So
it's still in the truck, so that's another video. I just wanted to bring it up so I could go nanny twice to you about it.
Yeah, I don't know everything. I know I love you and I married you.
Now I can't say, well, you sure act like you know everything when we're arguing. You done like deflated my take a shot at you balloon.
I knew it. I knew you were about to say something, so I beat you to it. Because I love you more. All right, back to the show. These are interesting. This is Blaze and the Monster Machine. It could be bread and butter. It could be something more. I'm not quite sure. But this one intrigued me because it is die cast. It says crush something. Don't know. But just interesting. Even if, I probably paid $1 for the bag of 2. And then there's this one too. Not quite sure what it is. Oh, don't know. But, hopefully maybe $20, $25 for all 3 of them. Just to, I'll check out comps. They're interesting. I like die-cast cars. I just don't know. I know enough to look for the red lines. That's all I know about them. This was intriguing because it's still in its bag. I'm sure he probably charged me $1 for it. It says made in China on it. He's got he's got a key. He's from that Indian in the Cupboard, I bet. The book. I loved that book. But that's what it's looking like to me. See the key? We'll see. And this was intriguing. Paid $3 for it, but I swear, y'all, these look vintage. Look at the detail. And it's just a whole bag of cowboys and Indians. I don't see any writing on the bottom. I might have to send a message out to Maddie. I think Maddie is, yeah, it says Hong Kong on the bottom of this one. So she might be able to give me some guidance on these. But a whole baggie of them. But then I grabbed these. These intrigued me. They're signed. This one says handmade Rhodes grease by Bonus. And then this one says Bonus ceramic Rhodes grease. No idea, but I paid $2 each. I don't know. I'm hoping maybe 10 to 15 each. Just have to see when I get comps, but just sometimes, you know, take the opportunity to learn something, especially when it's only $2. And then I grabbed this bag, primarily because right here, this and this. These are just older Weebles, not the really old ones from the 70s. There is a Little People in here, just some other small plush, but I thought it was worth probably $1 or $2 that I paid for it.
It just sounds grammatically weird. There is a Little People in here.
Oh, there is a Little People. Oh, look at this. I don't pick up a whole lot of, my mom always called these knickknacks. I don't pick up a whole bunch, especially after that fiasco of all those ones we broke.
I'm glad you said we broke instead of me.
He broke. We bought a bunch, and then they were all in a tote, and he accidentally hit the tote and knocked it off a shelf and broke everything. Everything. But I just thought this was adorable. It has Japan on the bottom. Little boxer and baby.
Are you supposed to give that a bone?
Huh?
You're supposed to give them a bone?
I don't know, but it says, it's going over my head, right? Souvenir by Florida.
You know, it's a knick-knack, paddywhack. Give the dog a bone.
Oh, knick-knack. Uh-huh. And then this is from Connecticut, from that, the red, white, and blue. I took the tag off of it today because I was going to test it, and then I thought, well, I pulled it from a pile I shouldn't have, and I'm like, I don't think I shared this. So it is probably, yep, Main Joy. I didn't test it yet, but hopefully it works. Something like this, I'll probably list it, I'm thinking maybe $20, $25. Very cute. I paid $0.25 each. Y'all, don't keep your eyes out for different stuff like this. This person had a whole pile of these. She said they were her dad's. He was a trucker, and she was just getting rid of some of his stuff. But it's just a whole lot of character cups, and then some travel destinations. But for $0.25 each, I thought, you know, I can probably make small lots. Like, this would be a destination one. This is sports. But I'm thinking I'll just make small lots. Should be, they need cleaned up. Hardee's. And then the big chiller.
Roy Rogers.
$0.25. Is that what it was?
It was a restaurant, wasn't it? Roy Rogers.
Oh, yeah, it says Roy Rogers right on the cup. So very interesting. Didn't check comps. Even if I can get like $5 each, but put them in lots, I think that would be well worth it. They'll be easy to ship. And then these. Uh-oh, something's in here. Let's see what's in here. Oh, a little bat. In the high bid estate sale that we won, I bought a huge tote of these McDonald's buckets, and I did very well with them. A lot of them are anywhere from like $10 and up. This one is from, oh, I got a date. There's a ghost inside of it. 1986. I think something like this is probably $10 or $12. But make sure it has its little top there also. It just needs a good wipe down. It'll be good to go. Look. Had to pick her up. You don't find these a lot of times with their clothes on because the outer outfit is removable, and then they've just got like their cloth body like this. She's got a pair of panties on, but I'm not thinking that was original. I'll have to double check. But this is one of the lap sitters I have Elizabeth there. I'm not remembering her name. I don't know. I'm probably still, I think Elizabeth is my favorite, so I'm going to go ahead and keep her. And then I'll just go ahead. I'm going to try to get this pink stuff off her face and then list her. But probably $12 to $15 unless I can't get that off her face. Then it might be a little less. It's funny, I showed one of these recently in a video. Didn't have its tag. His name is Rutherford the Third. But I had figured that out from Google Lens. And it sold immediately. So now I have another one. Look, I paid 75 cents for him. I want to say probably like $12 to $15, but I don't quite remember. But it's one of the thumb suckers, you know, or nose pickers. But very cute. It's kind of like Russ's response to like the Munchie cheese. Look how cute. This is Ginger. She's Russ. I pick up all dogs plush as long as they're in good condition, because especially if you can point it towards a specific breed, they tend to do very well for me. Like this whole thing is full of dogs. Oh yeah, I remember this at a yard sale. Here is another dog. It's kind of got an odd face, but he is an Aurora Flopsies. Oh, it says he's a Russell. So that helps out a whole lot, being able to identify the breed. I'm hoping like 12 to 15 for it. This one's name is Buckets, a little beagle looking dog. It's going to need a bath. Got a whole bunch of dogs in here. Somebody collected dogs. Oh. Another one. It's got the tag cut off, but I'm thinking it's Russ. But look what I just noticed. Somebody wrote their name on it. I'm hoping that it's just regular marker, because that 91% alcohol stuff will take that right off. We'll just have to test it before. I'll try to get this stuff off before I wash it. Here's another Russ. Name is Fluffy. I'm trying to think, is this a Lhasa Apso or is it a Shih Tzu? I don't even know. I don't know dogs, y'all. But I'm sure Google Lens will help me figure it out. Still more animals. Oh yeah, this was 50 cents and I just went ahead and bought the whole box. Muffin. This is definitely one to be looking for. She's Russ. But, ooh, it's like somebody had put a little necklace on her, but I don't think it belonged there. I've done very well with these. I want to say this one's like $15, $20. Gotta get a gun. This just says poodle. Very cute. Most of these like this are going to be bread and butter. All right. And then this is Russ. Rover. Just another bread and butter dog. I pick up most things Snoopy. This is definitely interesting. He's kind of thick, but miniature. I'm probably like $12, maybe $15 for him. And this was 50 cents. Names is Waddles. Little pink plush. Probably bread and butter. Picked up a couple of mugs. This one was 50 cents. I like to buy advertising advertising items. It says SGI Fluent. Haven't even looked it up yet. It is very thick, like ceramic, but then it has this like non-stick bottom. Then I noticed on the bottom it said made in the USA. I thought anytime you see made in the USA, it's definitely worth giving it a second look. And I think Robert grabbed this at the same yard sale. Sir Winston Churchill Pub, Freeport. You can tell it's not really been in a dishwasher because none of that has been faded out. Just very interesting, very thick mug or tumblers. What are these called? Not really a stein, is it?
No, it's like a beard, I don't know the fancy word for it, but it's the kind of thing you'd
Like
pour
a beer
beer in.
mug.
It's like the size of a beer. You put a beer in it, and
beer mug.
the guy that had these, I think the lady said her husband traveled a lot for work, so he had a lot of different mugs and things like that, coffee cups.
I found a bag of just more stuff that we picked up at the bins in Rochester. So I wanted to show you some of the smalls that I got there. I've got several of these. These are Playmobil figures. I just enjoy picking them up. I make small lots. They don't sell for a whole lot unless you have a lot of figures together. But what I do is I just start with what I've got. If I've got a current listing, I'll end them and add more figures to it until they finally sell. Or I'll start a new one and then just keep adding as I find more figures. But I tend to do pretty good with Playmobil. I found, what is Maleficent? Just thought she was interesting. Disney. Didn't find any of the other characters. I'm still thinking list her for like, probably $8 to $10 for her. Found a couple of these Ninja Turtle minifigures. Probably something that I can list for like $7.95 or $9.95 together. And I thought these were interesting. I might have to, hopefully Google Lens can help me. But it was just a bunch of these figures. Let me get their faces all turned around. But just different characters. Their faces were all very similar. They almost look like they maybe went with the TV show, but I can't recognize it. These little ugly dolls, I pick them up all the time. They don't sell for a whole lot, but I can usually make small lots, especially with these smaller ones, and I do decently well with them. It says Hamilton Beach. Just seemed vintagey, but an ice cream maker. I'm not getting it to work. Oh, I guess that's all it does. Not going to make much
ice cream.
Yeah, it makes scoops of ice cream. I think I'm going to keep that. Look, they even taped it. Just more little people. Sonia with her little blue truck. I'll just keep this together. Probably $10 to $12 for her. If I haven't, this is like the touristy little girl. I think there's a boy also. If I have one of them listed, I'll just add him to this and keep them together. I don't find these very often, but definitely keep your eyes out for them. These are the Little Tykes mail letters. It went with either the mailbox. There was a little mailbox that had these with it, or they had this round garden, like activity center, that had these with some vegetables that went inside of it. So I probably will keep them together, but if comps are showing me where I can get maybe 8 to 10 for one, I may go ahead and sell them separately, and that way somebody who's missing just one can buy the one. Had to grab this. This is Fisher Price. It goes with the bigger people. I have a little car over there. I have a little bear up there that would fit in it. I may keep it for my wall once I get it reorganized. When Robert fixes my walls for me. I think there's another part to this. Just going to sell it as replacement, but it's Little Tykes. It goes on a track and it does move. I'll have to test it, but I just thought I'd sell it as a replacement. Also, I'm all about replacement stuff. I think I found a couple of pieces that were the Lion King. This is Scar. Yes, Scar. He does have the moving mouth. I think he's probably, I want to say $8 to $12 for him. Backyardigans. I tested it. It did work. I tend to buy most things that are Backyardigans, Wow Wow Wubsy, Barney, all of these older cartoons. Definitely at least check the comps You know, not everything is worth picking up, but a lot of times they are. I want to say this was like maybe $15 or so, and it was pay by the pound. I grabbed these. I'm going to have to do a little research, but they're rattles and wooden, and then there was this. I just decided to go ahead and grab all three. I'll probably list them as a lot. I'm thinking $10 to $12 for them. And just a couple more small, just a variety. Imagine X. This is Batman. If I have one somewhere, I'll go ahead and add it. Otherwise, I just start making lots of just different series of Imagine X. The newer little people, Peppa Pig. Here's some more little people, always grabbing them. And then Buster from Arthur. Just went ahead and grabbed it. I think I might have Buster somewhere, but I'll have to go look. I don't think he's listed. Oh, and a pair of shoes. I'm guessing this was Robert because I don't normally look for them. This is K-Land. K-Land. They look my size. Don't know. I can't read the tag. They definitely look my size, don't they? But they look in very good condition other than they need a good wipe down. Well, I'm hoping what? At least 25, 30 bucks for these. All right, just a lot of littles. And that's just kind of where I'm at. We've just been doing a little source in here, a little source in there, and it's just kind of getting piled in together. But I hope you guys are enjoying this. You know, I'll try to get as many comps for these items as I can. And just right now, get out there, do some sourcing, go to yard sales, and then you can't sell it if it's not listed, so you got to get it listed. All right, bye.